Hi, it's Timo. Welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in front of the camera after an international break. I hope you're all doing well. This is a Norwich versus Rotherham preview. Norwich City playing away at the New York Stadium against Rotherham United, Saturday, 3 o'clock kickoff. Really looking forward to it. And this is a huge week for Daniel Farke, and this is kind of almost where the season starts now. The transfer window is now shut, and it's a really good opportunity for Norwich City to progress. As the transfer window shuts on the Friday, so the game before, and Norwich City, by the looks of it, touch wood, I don't want to jinx anything, and after I've recorded this video, developments might change, but it looks like we're going to keep Max Aaron, Buendia and Todd Cantwell. And if you said that at the start of the window, I would have called you a madman. It's absolutely brilliant that Norwich City have done that, and on the whole, the transfer window has been very, very successful. So it's over to you, Mr. Farke, now, and let's hope Daniel can get things right. In this preview, going to be talking about Rotherham, talking about Norwich, and then the predicted XI. If you do enjoy this video, please do consider hitting the subscribe button if you haven't already, and give it a like. And I hope you do enjoy. But looking at Rotherham, it's going to be a shame Paul Warne can't be there. Paul Warne has done fantastic things with Rotherham United, taking them up to the Championship on a couple of occasions now. And he is a Norwich fan as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And I think when Paul Warne played against Norwich a couple of years ago, it was very emotional coming to Carrow Road, which was brilliant. And yeah, he's going to be self-isolating. But Rotherham have started the season well. They're going to be one of the favourites to go down. But I think Rotherham might survive just because the Championship's all about good team chemistry. And I think Rotherham's got that. 4 games. They lost at home to Millwall away, sorry. They beat Wycombe away, I think 1-0 as well. And in the last couple of games that they got draws, but they really should have won them. They just conceded late goals. So this is definitely the type of fixture when you don't want to leave early. You want to be, watching to the last minute. And Rotherham have got 5 points, but they probably feel like they even deserve even more. So it's a tough game. Rotherham, if you look at their strengths, aerial duels, I think they've won the most aerial duels in the division, and Norwich City are low on that kind of figure. So it's going to be a game of two styles. Rotherham getting crosses in, being physical, and Norwich City have got to earn the right to play their football. They've got to be physical themselves, but try and get the ball down on the floor and try and outplay Rotherham, and try and play the Farke away. So that's kind of where Rotherham are at. Some really good players, work hard, a good manager, so it's not going to be an easy game, even though Norwich City should be winning the game. Looking at Norwich, 4 games into the Championship, 4 points, and sitting in 17th, 18th. It's not been a very good start for Norwich. Back-to-back defeats as well, back-to-back defeats without scoring goals in Bournemouth and Derby, and I feel like Norwich City have done it. We haven't been great so far. My main issue is there's no real pattern of play. We've got Borjeta and Hernandez on the wings, and we've been putting in a lot of crosses, and that doesn't suit Pukki's game style. The reason why we got promoted 2 years ago was everyone was kind of playing with the same game style. Buendia, Marcus Stephen would flood the middle and play through balls to Pukki. If we're going to put crosses in the box, why not start Hugo and Ida? I just don't think there's too much of a game plan at the moment, but I'm hoping Daniel Farke can get things right. And with our next 3 fixtures being against Rotherham, Birmingham and Wycombe, it's got to be 9 points. It's got to be 9 points, and I think the whole club needs that. And yeah, it's a really, really big week for Daniel Farke to get things right. And it's not just about getting wins. I want to see a good pattern of play. A lot of managers can play youngsters, and I'm so happy Farke's developed the youngsters and he's done some great things for the club. But needs to start seeing a bit, the football which kind of got us up. I don't want to see us, necessarily go away from our roots, but I just want to see Norwich City play some exciting football again, and try and play with some good patterns of play. But in terms of the transfer window, it's been incredible. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 purely because of the centre-back issue. I think we've only got 3 centre-backs and 1 left-back, and it's really weird because if one of those centre-backs gets injured, which they probably will, we're left with Tetty or Sorensen. So yeah, there could still be some developments from me recording this, but I feel like the centre-back and left-back issue is, if we don't address it, is very poor. But in terms of what we've done in terms of keeping Cantwell, Buendia, Aarons, by the looks of it, that's nothing short of incredible. And selling Lewis and Godfrey for big fees as well, we're now kind of keeping that reinvested in the club, which we'll need with the coronavirus pandemic. So I think the transfer business has been brilliant so far, as they kept our best players. One issue being the centre-back, left-back region. But look, if we don't get any injuries there, There's no complaints. And when we got promoted 2 years ago, we didn't have much depth in the attacking areas. We had was really lucky that Buendia, Stuberman and Hernandez stayed fit for most of it. But yeah, overall the transfer window's been very good. Stuart Webber's definitely given Daniel Farke a gun, and Daniel Farke better shoot some bullets this season, let's put it that way. In terms of the predicted XI, Tim Krul in goal. Congratulations to Tim Krul. He made a start for Netherlands after several years being away from the Netherlands squad, so congrats to him. Left back Quintilla, centre backs Ben Gibson and Christoph Zimmerman, and right back Max Aarons. Quintilla's looked really good, especially going forward. He's someone who likes to put crosses in. Ben and I just go back to the point of that does not suit Pukki's game style. So it'd be very interesting to see if we can get a distinct and a normal pattern of play going. Ben Gibson will help us massively at the back. I've been impressed with him so far. Of course, signed him on loan with a permanent view for an £8 million buy. I'm sure that will happen. And I think Ben Gibson could become a fan favourite. And Max Aarons as well. He's looked really impressive so far in the first few games. Probably been my player of the season in the short amount of games we've played so far. And it's been absolutely amazing to keep Max Aarons. Two central defensive midfielders. Bit controversial here, maybe picking Lucas Rupp, but in my opinion, Lucas Rupp was our man of the match against Derby. Kenny McLean, Lucas Rupp's outplayed Kenny McLean so far this season, and maybe Mario Vrancic can hopefully come on as another impact sub, although I'd love to see Vrancic get more minutes. But Lucas Rupp's done really well so far in that middle of the pitch, and Oliver Skip as well. Another really impressive loan signing from Stuart Webber. 3 attacking midfielders, Onel Hernandez to start. He's been disappointing so far this season. I would not mind seeing Porreta start, but I'm sure Hernandez can get back to his best. In the middle, Todd Cantwell. Now, it looked like Todd Cantwell was off, especially after some of Daniel Farke's comments. I think they were out of place. I don't think Daniel Farke should have said them publicly, but he did. But let's hope Todd's back on side now and things go well. I know there's a lot of, not necessarily hate, but a lot of criticism for what Todd Cantwell is like in terms of his personality on social media, and perhaps that I mean, I could get into a passionate rant for 20 minutes about Todd Cantwell and how I feel like some of the abuse he's had on social media is completely misplaced. But all I would say is just back Todd Cantwell, judge what he does on the pitch, and let's hope he can on the pitch improve and be a good player. And on the right, Emi Buendia. Fingers crossed, as I say, because I'm recording this. Obviously, the transfer window shuts 5 o'clock Friday, but if we keep Emi Buendia, that is nothing short of incredible. One of the best players to play for Norwich City in recent years, particularly when he's on his day. And yeah, let's hope Buendia can overload the middle and we can get back to our best. Up front, Teemu Pukki played for the Finnish team on Wednesday night, so he's only got a couple of days rest, and Pukki does look really tired at the moment. So I'd give Adam Eder a start for this game. Yeah, Pukki's been great. He's been working really hard for Finland. But I think we should give Adam Eder a chance now, and I'm sure he can offer something different. So as I say, that is the team I play up against Rotherham. Where this game is going to be won and lost is winning the aerial battles against Rotherham and playing our way. I'd like to see Norwich City go back to their roots of, Buendia and Cantwell overload in the middle, through balls and behind to Eder. And if we are going to put in crosses, then we need to change it and put someone like Kugel up front. But I like to see Norwich City play our style of play. Have a plan B in the crosses route, but overall just try and play some nice football. Score prediction, Rotherham 1, Norwich City 3. Emi Buendia to score, Adam Eder to score, and Onel Hernandez to score. Thank you for watching this video. As I say, please subscribe if you are new. Lots of content coming on Norwich City Central, as Norwich City have got a huge week and lots of games in the Championship. It's going to be chaos, but hopefully it's going to be fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.